Yeah, what's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to be going over how to shut down corner routes in Madden 23. It is something that a lot of people are having issues with in Madden because, well, first off, you guys keep running man coverage. Now, before I get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, like the video, comment down below, and anything you guys want to see, subscribe. If you guys are new, subscribe to the channel. We're climbing, boys. We're climbing, and girls. I'm not gonna, it's 2022, girls play Madden, but we're climbing, we're going up, and we need, just keep subbing to the channel. You guys are showing hella love, man, and I appreciate it so much. But yeah, man, if you guys can subscribe and all that good stuff, let's go over how to shut down corner routes in Madden 23. There are two ways that you guys can go about shutting down corner routes in Madden 22. Now, first things first, before I get into actually shutting down corner routes, I do have to go over one specific thing, and that is stop clicking on to your defender when the ball is in the air. It's just not a thing that you want to do this year, and I'm going to showcase exactly why. If you go for the stop this year, I don't know why, but a lot of the times you end up going for the interception. All right, excuse me, you end up going for the interception and you end up in a horrible animation that kind of puts your receiver, your defender in a very bad position for you to actually try to get a stop. So right now I'm just gonna try to spam these catches. And again, it's a lot of the times in that situation, we keep going for the catch. 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 Unfortunately, right now, free-form passing is taken over. That pass that I just made right there was a free-form pass. And a lot of the times you're going to end up getting agged, and it's going to be something like that where you're not going to be able to actually make a play on the ball. The only time that you actually want to click on and try to make a play on the ball is if the ball is sort of kind of lobbed. So I'm going to lob this, and a situation like that where you know for a fact that you're not going to be put in an aggressive catch animation. Like if they're in a rack animation, if the ball looks like it's too far ahead, then yes, you're gonna want to click on and then make a play. But a lot of the times we're gonna sit there and just let the computer knock the ball out, because a lot of the times the computer's gonna sit there and they're gonna get nice little pass breakups that are gonna be way better, way easier for you to stop whatever it is that you're going through. Now, a lot of the times when you're facing someone who's running corner routes, they're gonna click on and you're gonna get something like that if you don't click on. Okay, so even if they click on, you're gonna be able to sit there and get a pass breakup like that. And instead, once you actually click on, that's when the ags start to happen and all the terrible things happen. Now, I'm not saying that it can't happen, but you're lessening the possibility of it happening. Do not click on and try to go for an interception. Click on and go for the swat if you are going to do anything. And to swat, you just hold to swat, you hold square or X if you guys are on the Xbox, and that's gonna sit there and put you in an animation where you're just gonna swat it like that. So you're not gonna be getting agged. It's gonna be a lot better for you guys, and that's honestly one of the ways you can kind of stop corner routes, especially if your person is kind of in the vicinity. Now, one thing that you guys do want to stop doing is playing man coverage against someone who is spamming nothing but corner routes. Okay, because a lot of times you're going to end up in a position where they're going to ag you, and it's going to be very extremely frustrating. It's annoying. We all know it. We've all faced it. Now, one of the things that I like to do when it comes to trying to stop someone who's just nonstop spamming corner routes is I like to put a deep blue out on the outside of the defense. So in this situation, we got two corner routes. Now, granted, we don't know what the offense is running, so we're gonna sit there and send our little pressure, right? So we're gonna be running silver shoot pinch, right? And then on the outside, we're gonna sit there and take our corner that's on the outside and put him in a deep blue. Now, right now, that guy won't go in a deep blue, but that guy will. So perfect. So this guy was technically blitzing. And now you might be thinking to yourself, well, Pony, what if this guy goes on a streak? Well, a lot of the times your deep blue is going to end up playing that streak anyways, so it's still going to work in your favor. Secondly, if this guy here, Waddle, goes on a corner route, you're going to be there to guard it. Now, right now, we've got Tyreek Hill going on a corner route, as you can see. that's the route. And it's gonna play it a lot better with the deep blue. Now granted, we just got burnt there, and that's a worse example, but again, it is Madden. You never know what can happen, and that's one of those situations where we would click on ourselves and actually go for the swat, because it's actually such a deep animation. And I'll actually show the replay on that, so you know, I'm not out here you know talking nonsense. This was bagged. This was bagged by a cover 3. That was it. And I know that bigger receivers might end up getting better animations, but this is one of those situations where we would click on ourselves and potentially have an interception, because we are literally right on his hip. Okay, so that is going to be one of the ways to do it. You're going to take your outside cornerback and put him in a deep third. So how you do that, for those of you guys who are new to the game of Madden, you're going to press triangle to activate your quick adjustments, your coverage adjustments, your quick coverage adjustments, and then you're going to click on quick adjust, which is triangle again, or Y if you guys are on the Xbox, and your outside corner, whichever way you want to stop that corner route, you're going to click on that outside cornerback. And as you can see right now, it's square, and then it says outside third if you move your left stick up, and as you can see, it puts him in a deep blue while everybody else is playing coverage. So we're going to press, and everybody else is playing coverage while you're playing that deep blue. Now you could do this on the opposite side as well. Now one thing that you are doing, actually you can't unless you base align here, but let's reset that. So now we have them both in deep blues. Now one thing that you are doing is you're kind of leaving the flats wide open. They're wide open. Now you obviously can sit there and put some zones out there if you'd like to, but I personally like to kind of leave this and kind of guard one of the flats myself. So if this is the case right here, I'll have one flat being guarded, and then I'll take my user here and I will personally guard the outside flats myself. Okay, so with the zones out there, zones play corner routes 10 times better than any man coverage will. I promise you. Now this was thrown fairly early, and he seemed like he was fairly open as well. He looks like he's fairly open. You could potentially pass lead that with the free form in a spot where only that person can get it, but that is such an advanced level thing that you're not going to see that too often. And if they try to throw it over the top, the only thing that would help is potentially Tyreek Hill speed. So if you are facing someone who has faster receivers than you, do not make it a point to press. If you do press, back them up a little bit. That's going to help you guys out a ton, because you're not going to sit there and, you know, it's not going to be a bad thing to sit there and have somebody that you can actually press up and move into a deep blue. So now we have a 3 rack out there, and even if you want to take these guys off of their man coverage assignments, you could sit there and put Wagner and Jones on their own little flats, and now you're running a cover 3. Again, this is simply a way for me to say run a cover 3 version of man coverage, if that makes any sense, but it will help you guys out with these corner routes. Again, he's trying again, and we're there for the swat. We could have went for the interception, but you're going to shut down corner routes. Now, the only other way that you can kind of slow down corner routes, and sometimes it's really, really iffy, is you go to your coaching adjustments. And to do that, once you're in your play call screen, you click the R3 button. Boom. Once you do that, you go down to your flats, not your curl flats. Curl flats do not work, and I'll even showcase them. Curl flat is at 30 right now. Okay. So we're going to call a play that has curl flat, so we could put that curl flat in a 30. So we got cover 3 sky, and we're just going to call a corner route. This time we're going to call what everybody calls, you know, the regular bench, and our curl flats are at 30. Now the reason why these don't work is because if you're dealing with somebody that is playing on the hashes, working through their hashes, any purple that's on the field does not guard the flat. Now I'm going to put this guy in a cloud flat, okay, just so that deep blue does not guard that. Now we have him on a 30-yard curl flat. Now look how open he gets. Absolute laser, absolute dot. You can't guard that with a 30-yard curl flat. You just can't. Now if you have your cloud flat, if you have your curl flat on 30s with that deep blue, then yes, you will be able to, you know, make a nice little play on that. But the problem with that is you're going to leave the underneath route completely open. So yes, you will be able to throw that, obviously, and the corner route will be absolutely bagged, but you are going to leave those underneath routes open for a lot of yardage. So if someone that you're playing is smart and he sees that you're backing up, look how much space Tyreek Hill has. That's a nice 10-yard gain pretty much, and that you're going to constantly be giving that up, giving it 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 up. So the way that we stop this from happening is go to your flats, your blues, your curl flat, your cloud flats, your hard flats, whatever the case may be. So again, we go back into our coach adjustments, and then we take these flats and move them in the 15 to 20 range. Okay, let's say 10 to 20, just to give you guys a little bit of leeway. 25 if you're being real generous and you want to make sure that they just can't get over the top of you. And the reason that we do this, and we're just going to leave it at 15, so it's smack dab right in the middle. And the reason that we do this is so they go straight to the sidelines pretty much when it comes to this. Curl flats, the purple zones, they don't go straight to the sidelines. They go sort of kind of in the middle, kind of where the numbers are, while cloud flats, they go straight to the sidelines to make sure that nothing is going to beat them up. I actually didn't even change the assignment there. So again, we have our deep blue to help over the top with our curl flat, or cloud flat, excuse me. And I'm actually going to shade underneath and shade over the top so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So boom, that guy starts darting over straight to the sideline, while we have our deep blue covering over the top, and our blue, our light blues, cloud flats, pretty much shading anything that's underneath straight to the sidelines. Now I know he's sitting there backpedaling, but his assignment is to go all the way towards the sideline. So if that corner route was a little bit sharper, you would be there to actually shut that down. And I know that this is something that a lot of people are struggling with, but if you guys are facing anybody that is in a tight formation like this, run cover 3 on them from time to time. Cover 3 with hook curls that are at a higher distance. And the reasoning for that is because a lot of people like to hit the seams. They can't hit the seams if if the throw is going to be a 60-yard throw. Your safety is going to be there to actually play that. It's going to be something that's going to help you guys out a lot. Now, there's one more thing, and I know I've talked a lot, but this is this is work. All right, this is work that y'all got to work into. Now, one more thing that you guys can do to stop people that are running flat patterns and all that type of stuff: double mabel. What's double mabeling? Who knows? I don't even know the correct response to that. But in Madden terms, what double mabeling is, or football terms in general, is you have 2 different zones attacking at 2 different angles so that they can't hit either flat. They have to hit somebody that's in the middle. Now, what this does, it makes you have to have a top tier user. So what you're gonna do to make this happen is you are gonna come out in anything with a purple or a blue, right? Anything with a purple or a blue, but you're gonna change your assignments. So flats are gonna be down between the 0 to 5 range. Let's just put it at 5. And then your curl flats are gonna be at the 20 to 25 to 30 range. You're gonna want that distance in between those flats, in between those zones. Okay, so let's just go 20 for the curl flat. Now what this is gonna do, it's gonna make it so they can't hit the flat pattern, nor are they gonna be able to hit the corner route, because we're gonna have the deep blue over the top, then we're gonna have the purple that's right in the middle of that field, and then we're gonna have the light blue that's gonna be directly underneath, and they're not gonna be able to hit either route. So that's exactly what I'm gonna showcase here. So boom, we're gonna call cover 3 sky, and then we're gonna call another bench. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this Jones guy and we're gonna put him down in a hard flat. Now this is what double mabeling is. As you can see, nothing on this sideline should break open. And again, this is the wide side of the field, so they should have more room to maneuver and to make a play happen. So right now we throw the square, and the throw has to be way outside for them to have a chance to actually catch it. So let's do that one more time. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna throw the square, and our linebacker's too slow there, unfortunately. But you guys get the general gist of what's supposed to happen. Now we can actually put, okay, hold on a minute, one second. We can actually put our linebacker as the one that goes out in the purple, which is fine. You guys can do whatever you guys want, pick your poison, but for that to be the case, we're gonna have to shade underneath and then shade over the top to have that cloud flat over there, and then we're gonna have Jones over here in his curl flat. Okay, that's gonna be the case. Now when that happens, your user has to take advantage of anything that is coming into the middle. Now again, let's do that one more time, and we're gonna throw it to square, and our cornerback's there. And then I'm going to showcase trying to throw it over the top to the corner route. Let's showcase the replay on that. So we got square over here, boom, absolutely bagged up. That's the flat. And then we got the same thing going on. Let's just spread our line, and let's just make sure that we have our linebackers in a proper position, so you know we don't have to redo this for the play to actually look like it makes sense, right? So again, we're going for the corner out here. Now look at how much ground is covered by double mabeling. And that, again, I'm actually going to show the replay on that because it's very, very difficult to throw anything towards the sidelines when you double mabel. This is pretty much a video on how to stop corner routes and how to stop sideline routes in general. So right now we have this route that's absolutely bagged up. If they throw it, if they try to force it here, we have two people that would have been able to make a play on the ball. And even if they went with a curl route, this curl flat would have tried to play that. While you're roaming around the middle, obviously we're just standing still, but that's your job to actually use that and kind of go crazy. So on this side, it's a little bit different because we have our flat that's guarding that, and then we have our better player in Jalen Ramsey. Again, stats kind of matter, ratings do matter. We got Jalen Ramsey out here kind of going, you know, kind of doing his thing, making sure that this route just isn't gonna get open on anything. And then Tyreek Hill absolutely bagged up. Boom, swats down, shut down defense, double mabeling. It's something that a lot of people need to learn. If you guys want me to make a separate video on this again, even though I just went over, this is a pretty long video for some defense. But if you guys need it, let me know down in the comment section. If this video helps you guys out, let me know down in the comment section, because obviously you can sit there and mix this in and then switch it up, toss a blitz in, boom boom boom. Like, I know the people are living in tight formations, myself included. I run a tight formation. I'm pretty much telling you how to slow me down pretty much. So if you guys are looking for the remedy, this is it right here pretty much. Hopefully this video helps your defense out. My name is Pony Montana. If this video helps, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. As always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out, you guys.